Hey everybody, it's Tiffany Nicole. Come on in. I do know that we have a Texans home game on tonight, so I'm going to try and keep it as brief as possible. But I do want to cover just some important things, and I want to give credit to those. Especially during this most important topic. So I want to give credit and shine light on those who can attest to this topic, this feeling, which is our topic today is you are enough. You are enough. And, oftentimes when I first start, I always kind of ask you all to think about what that means to you, what that buzz quote means to you. And let me just start off as we're talking about you are enough. It's a positive affirmation you should tell yourself each and every single day. But before you do, let me explain what this buzz quote means. I am enough. You are enough. Simply means knowing that you are enough just the way you are. By accepting that you are enough means you have done the work. Do you understand what I'm saying? Oftentimes, I think that phrase, that buzz quote gets thrown around about being enough. And yes, we are enough as people, as a person. But I think that as a human being, but I think as a woman, as a man, there is always room to grow. And so before we, state or before we repeat such powerful words, I think we need to really own that quote. We need to really own that buzz quote, own that feeling, do the work. And what I mean when I say doing the work, is doing your homework. In any other case, in any other situation, when you're really trying to better yourself in a specific topic or a specific subject, you really want to get better at it. So you begin to study, you begin to read, you begin to practice what you read, you begin to write examples and write those things every day so that you can remember those things, quote unquote, or i.e. Words of affirmation. And so you have began to love yourself more. You now know your worth. And that's where self-worth comes in. And by doing the work, you can then expect more from others. So, I think that's where I am. And I don't know, maybe a lot of you can attest to this feeling when you have done the work. Not only have you been through some things, but you've done the work to grow as a person. You've also done the work to grow as a leader. You've also done the work to grow as a parent. You've also done the work to grow as a sister, as a brother, as a, cousin, as an uncle. You have done the work. You have put the time in necessary. You have studied a particular subject or situation and, put the time in to say that I am enough. And I am enough because I have done the works. Okay? And so when you've done the work, you can expect more from others. And so when you are able to see your worth and love yourself, you can spend time and energy on giving and receiving in which you deserve. You can begin to enjoy the energy. You can enjoy, you can give, you can receive that which you deserve. So basically what that means is that if I'm giving time and energy and I'm being my best self, I can also spend this time receiving it. So it's something about when you know that you're being the best that you can be, or the best that you know how to be, and you've done the work, you've put the time in to better yourself as a woman, as a man, then you can spend that time again receiving what you deserve in return. Some of you may feel achieved, and that's okay, because all of us, I'm sure, can get to a point where we say, oh yeah, I feel good about me. I am enough. Okay. But let me just say that there's always room for growth. You know what I'm saying? There's always room for you to elevate yourself, not your level of thinking, but your level of belief. You know, our ways, our morals and our values, a lot of things that we've been taught when we were younger, don't necessarily fit where we are in this life now. And so a lot of times it may appear, or it may feel as though someone is nitpicking or trying to change you. But a lot of times when I think people have done the work, you can then begin to educate others on how to get there. And that's, you know, when we speak about other cultures, we speak about how other cultures help each other. But that's because, you know, they've allowed that person to do the work, and then by them doing the work, they've shown them how to do it. And so then you're able to you're just able to grow, and then that other person is able to grow or flourish as well, because they've taken the direction necessary. And so again, when you've done the work, then yes, absolutely, you know, love who you are when you can say that, you know, I don't just take up space. You know, I try to grow as a person, as an individual, as, you know, an entrepreneur, as a mother, as a father, you know, as a friend. I've grown, and that does take time. Those things don't happen, for certain overnight. But yes, you're enough. You are enough means that you are equipped. You are enough means that you are capable. Your past does not add value to your future. Think about that. We cannot carry our past into our future. And so we have to stop allowing our past to catch up to our future and to dictate how we handle things, or how we handle people, or how we should perceive certain situations. Because again, our past is our past. And a lot of those things have changed with time. A lot of people have changed with time. A lot of situations have changed, you know. So the approach is a little bit different. And so I just want us to think about the fact that your past does not add value to your future. Certain things that certain situations that you've been into, you know, don't necessarily have anything to do with your future situation. And so just think about, you know, how much you could be cheating yourself out of life, and out of being your best self, and out of being enough, without, you know, having more control of who you really are, of the I am. Think about that. I am enough. Just think about that. I am, you know, and how without, you know, growing, how that can affect your I am, you know, without growth, without elevation. And so, or without evolving. The sky is the limit. Why not push? Why not elevate? Why not be bigger than your physical appearance? You know, that's very important. Like, I get that we're only as big as we are, but not totally. Why not be bigger than yourself? You know how they say, be the bigger person? Well, I've never tried to be bigger than someone else, but I mean to yourself. Like, focus on being the better, the bigger you, you know, internally, you know. I think that is just important. Growth is major, and it takes a lot to be able to just turn yourself inside out and look at yourself like a sock. Just turn that sock inside out and look at how different that sock looks from the outside. Like, you definitely have to look at the person in the mirror, you know, and do some work. And so I've spent a lot of time, and I'm sure a lot of you can agree that you've spent so much time just, you know, letting go of things in your past, of rebuilding, of, you know, just putting back into yourself. You know, a lot of us have spent time in just loving ourselves, loving who we are, loving our families, and just getting back connected. And so I am enough entails is a reminder to yourself of your why. Your why will then remind you of your reason. You are deserving of happiness. You deserve love. You deserve honesty. You deserve understanding. And this goes for men and women. I don't care who you are in this world. You are deserving of trust. You are deserving of friendships. You are deserving of fellowship. You are deserving of family. You are deserving for someone to care about you and for your feelings to be valid, and for yourself, for your feelings to be heard, for your opinion to be heard, for your opinion to be respected. It doesn't always mean that we have to agree, but I think that we can listen to one another's opinions, and then we should be able to have a dialogue. We should be able to talk and be optimistic about things. That is one of my favorite words, and one of my ways of you know, wanting to look at things is that, you know, try and practice on being flexible in your beliefs. You know, try to be flexible even in your development as a person. Try to be flexible, especially when I think, you know, we have to realize that when there are people that are actually trying to help you and be with you and to work with you rather than attack you. And I think when we begin to not look at it as someone trying to attack us, and more so coming from a place of love. And this is, like I said, this is from friendships, this is from family, this is from all types of, you know, for all types of, you know, friendships, relationships. This is for everything across the board. Like, let's learn to do things in love. And even to this day, you know, I can attest to, I can literally sit here and say that I'm still practicing at becoming my better self. I'm not 100. And I know that we are only human, but I think that what makes us enough is the fact that we continue to do the work. And that's what Tiffany Nicole Speaks is about. Tiffany Nicole Speaks is about doing the work. And for the past year and a couple of months, you guys have seen the videos that I have put out, the information that I have put out, even some resources that I have put out in regards to, you know, trying to help you, trying to help us become our best selves, the best version of ourselves. And so that is what I am all about. But I just want you to know that you are truly, truly, truly enough. And, you know, sometimes we seek validation from others to remind ourselves that we matter or that we are enough. But I think that deep down inside, again, when you decide to do the work, when you decide to, you know, say, hey, I am deserving of love. I am deserving of happiness. I am deserving of friendships. I am deserving. I should be forgiven, you know? I don't want you all to feel as though you have to walk around and never be forgiven about something. If you're not forgiven by that specific person, or you know, you don't feel like that specific situation has been handled, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Be willing to let go and let God take care of that, instead of you know, constantly attacking yourself or hitting yourself in the head because you feel like you didn't get it right. So just know that you are enough to continue to do the work. You know, do the work so that you can feel happy and whole. And that's where Tiffany Nicole Speaks is. You know, I know that a lot of us can, you know, can say that we've been through some things this year. And if nothing else, I think COVID has taught a lot of us how to not breathe. How to not breathe. And so we've been walking around with these masks on, and we can't breathe, and we just been walking around and afraid if anybody breathes on us or coughs. So and so COVID has really just demonstrated how to not breathe, how to cover up, how to mask the issues, how to mask your breathing. And I think we have to learn that it's time to begin breathing now. And so the way that you begin breathing is by saying, I'm going to do the work because I am enough. So I hope that you all have heard me today. I'm sorry that I did not get a chance to go live, but you all know that you can check me out on YouTube at Tiffany Nicole Speaks. You can find me on Instagram at Tiffany Nicole Speaks. You can find me on Facebook as Tiffany Goodlow. I so appreciate you all for following me today. Thank you so much for being a part of the tribe and of the Positive Vibe tribe. And go ahead and like and subscribe those videos. Please share these videos because, there's a lot going on around this world and people need self-help videos. People need to hear that that they have another chance to get it right. People need to hear that they are valued, that they are loved. And so we need to do our due diligence in making sure that this information gets shared with someone. And so I appreciate you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.